I was diagnosed last August with invasive ductal carcinoma. I elected to have a double mastectomy, at least on the right side, which is where the cancer was found. I absolutely needed to have that removed. So I had that surgery in September. In October, I started chemotherapy. I had adriamycin, and that was a really rough medication. I was sick quite a bit of the time when I took that medication.
You never want any loved one or someone you cared about to have to go through something like that. You know, but when it's, you know, a person that, you know, you love and you're going to spend the rest of your life with, you know, it's heartbreaking, and it's very hard not to be able to fix it.
So I shaved my head. We had a head shaving party. That was very empowering to do that, to be able to make the choice to take my hair before the chemo, you know, took my hair from me. When I had the Taxol treatments, my eyebrows and my eyelashes came out, and that was a very, very hard time for me. And I didn't really talk about it a lot, but it was a hard time because you don't recognize yourself anymore in the mirror. So the things, the pieces of you that make you you, are no longer there. You know, I have two girls, and it was hard for them because they didn't see the same person anymore. After that, I did radiation. I had 35 treatments of radiation. There were days where you kind of feel alone, even if you're surrounded. Like, you know, my partner Susie is an amazing, amazing person and has you know, done an amazing job being a support system, but you still feel alone because you realize that you're going through this journey, pieces of it, and nobody can go through it with you. Nobody could sit on that radiation table with me. So I had an amazing, amazing support system, probably the best support system that anyone could have. After my mastectomy, there was a tree and presents that lasted like 30 days. I opened one every day, and the kids got to open one. And so it kind of made cancer about as fun as you can make cancer, which was awesome. You know, I felt very loved at a time when it would be easy not to feel that way. I learned so many things about myself. I learned that I'm a much stronger person than I knew that I was. And I learned that I learned to slow down, to take my time. I am a raving fan of Sarah McLachlan because at a time in my life when I was in my young 20s, when we're all figuring ourselves out, I discovered Sarah McLachlan, and her words spoke to me, and they moved me to become the person that I was. It truly helped mold me. And I don't think you can ask for much more from music. So the day started. We got up really early. We got on a plane. Landed in Atlanta. Went to the hotel, which was absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, the dinner. Oh, they're just starting up for us. Talking about the dinner. We could talk about it all day long. We went to Ocean Prime for dinner, and it was beyond amazing. We headed off to the concert, and she pulled us right up to the gate, which was awesome. We got out, and our seats were literally on the front row. Sarah came out, and she was unbelievable. And I want to say that she played Building a Mystery. That was the first song,
Second
right?
song. Yeah.
Second song, which is one of my favorite songs. Actually, they were all my favorite. I mean, every single, there was not a bad song at all. And then, much to our surprise, we ended up going on stage.
That was incredible.
Thank you for letting me live in the front row.
Beyond any expectations we could have had.
Way beyond.
So incredible.
Yes.
The whole thing, from start to finish.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It was perfect. Every single step was
Couldn't have been
absolutely
any
perfect.
better.
Yes. As I was sitting there and I was listening to one of the songs that Sarah was singing last night, and I kind of started to think about what it all meant to me. And I think what it meant to me was that I'm still here.
And front row is one of those sources that we didn't even know about. We didn't even expect it. Just when something just comes out of the blue and just lifts you up, you know, at a time when you're so low. it's just, you know, it's magic.
I felt unbelievably grateful and shocked, but grateful because it's so nice to take a break from cancer. And I think that is probably my most favorite part about Front Row, is that that's what they do for people, is that you get to take a break and you get to forget for however long your trip is. You get to forget that you know, you have this illness that takes your life in some ways. You know, it absorbs your life, and you get to just have this great piece of life.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope that they never have to be where we've been. I wouldn't wish this on anyone, but I can say it does give you a whole new perspective, and I plan to fundraise in the future to make this possible for as many people as I can do it for, because I think, again, it's one of those things that you just can't imagine how impactful it is and how much it helps and what it does for somebody. And now that I've been on this end of it, you know, it can save you, and I want to do that, you know, for as many people as I can. So I want to let them know that it's not just a trip or just an experience. It's a life-saving thing sometimes that you don't even realize how much you need it by the time you get here, you know. It means so much.
So if this helps me live a life that I can be proud of in the end, then I think that's a really good thing.